record the class and it's just me that gets recorded. You're never going to be on the recording. So if you ever have a reason that you missed the class, just let me know and I'll send you the recording. I just pop it up on YouTube and you can do it whenever you can. So I do that occasionally. All right, how's the music, everybody? Are we good? Yeah, it's all right? Okay. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and just start by tapping our toes. So since we didn't have boot camp yesterday, we're gonna have a little bit of cardio today. All right, heels up, right, left. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 2 strength exercises and then we're gonna do a cardio exercise. And we're just gonna do our 30 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, 2 rounds like normal, heels to the front. We're gonna push. So you make the cardio as easy or as challenging as you want it to be. 4, 3, toes side, side. We're gonna open and close. So I know I still have a couple people that are doing seated exercises mainly today, and that's okay. So in the cardio portion, you can just move your arms, do some punches, what have you. Toes to the back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. So make sure that we're not just doing chest presses again, really squeeze. Gotta wake up the back side of the body too. Knees up in front, we're gonna reach, climb the ladder. So try to get those thighs parallel to the floor if you can. Just nice and tall. 4, 3, penguins. So side leg lift. I keep my toes pulled up, my legs straight. We're trying to get the side of the leg and the side glute. Good. 4, 3, hamstring curls. So we're gonna pull, can't talk today. We're gonna kick ourselves in the backside. We're gonna pull like we're opening a desk drawer. 4, 3, we're gonna sway, reach for the sky. Add a little bit of a side bend, just nice and small. Your arms don't have to go perfectly straight. We are still just warming up. All right, wood chops right in the center. Up and down, nice and tall. Just push those hips back. Good. 4, 3, 2. All right, high right, low left. High right, low left. So you can keep the hands small. Just go shoulder to hip. We're working on the core. 4, 3, 2, good. Low right, high left, low, high. So we're just switching sides. 4, 3, 2. All right, easy squats right in the center. Feet are hip width apart, maybe a little bit wider. Toes are pointing forwards or a little bit out. Down and up. One more. Good. Forward step and reach. Forward step, bring it back. You can add an arm reach, reaching for something on the table. 3, 2, add that little bit of a turn. So forward step, reach across the body for the other corner. 4, 3, 2. All right, side step and reach. So we're gonna side step and reach. So think about toes pointing forwards, or again, just a little out to the corner. Little single leg squat, inner thigh stretch. Backward step, take it back. Open and close at the chest. Belly is in, hips are tucked. Shoulder stays over the hips. 4, 3, 2. Switching arms go overhead. Reach. Good. 6, 5, 4 more. 4, 3, 2. All right, nice, good jog. So easy jog, or you're welcome to just march, high knees, and pump the arms a little bit. Good. 8, 7, 4, 3, jumping jacks out and in. So option 1, low impact. We're going to do these later. Good. Option 2, you actually sidestep. Option 3, full jack. 4, 3, heel kick jog. Option 1 is here. Option 2 is a nice big hamstring curl. So think scraping the mud off the bottom of your shoe from all that rain. All right, skaters, side, side, side step. Little cross behind. Don't worry about keeping up with me. Go at your own pace. 3, 2. All right, let's march it out. Grab a drink of water. Turn on a fan if you need to. It's getting cooler in the morning, but still gotta have that fan on. All right, so for this round is just a little bit different. We're gonna do 2 exercises, 1 strength, 1 cardio. We're gonna do a forward lunge or a reverse lunge with a front raise, and then we're going to do a power lunge all on the right side. Then we're going to switch, and we're gonna do this on the left side. So option 1 is you're going to keep the right foot in front. Left leg, you reverse lunge, you bring it up, and you do a front raise. All right, so we have 30 seconds. Your time is on. So reverse lunge, stand tall, front raise. When we do this one, we want to make sure that we're not swinging our body and getting it up there. So down, up, front raise. If you want to make it harder, front raise and lunge at the same time. So nice and tall. So I go parallel to the floor, and that's it. That's as high as you gotta go. So nice and tall. Good. Set that weight down. We're going to do a power lunge. So you get ready, you're in the starting blocks, and you're gonna power up for that race. So down and power up. Now here's an option. Go back, bring that knee up. So we're working through that front leg. If you'd like to add a hop, yes, you can. Always an option. But I want you to think little hinge, just like when we do those wood choppers, and you power up, push through the heel on the front leg. Bring that knee up, little balance challenge. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Shake it out. We're going to do everything on the other leg now. So nice and tall, reverse lunge, front raise, here we go. Down, up, front raise. I do palm facing in, like I'm holding a glass or I'm holding a microphone. So nice and tall, shoulders stay over your hips. Again, option is yes, you can do the front raise and the lunge at the same time. Requires a little bit more core work. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it up. Set that weight down. All right, for our power lunge. So again, weight is in that front leg, back, drive it up. So imagine if you were in a kickboxing class. Yes? Somebody's got a pad, and I want you to come up and hit that pad as hard as you can. So down and up. Nice, good reach. So it's a little mini lunge, deadlift combination, yes? Good, 7 seconds to go, and we'll move on to our next combination. 3, 2, 1, good, shake it out. Grab a quick drink of water, we're gonna move on. So that was legs. Now we're gonna move on to some upper body. So we're gonna do rows, we're gonna do tricep kickbacks, and then we're just gonna do a little jog, nothing fancy. So grab your weights for rows. You have 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, good, rows. So feet are hip width apart, and we're just gonna do a nice, good squeeze. So make sure that we're not upright and like pulling our pants up to our armpits, right? We push those hips back and we are forward folded. So if I was standing, I would look like this. But in order to use weights against gravity, We have to have a little forward fold. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Good. So for tricep kickbacks, you hold the finish position for rows and you extend the arm back behind you. 2, 1. Good. So time is on. I'm going a little heavier today, so I'm alternating right, left. If you have a little bit lighter weight, you are welcome to do both at the same time. Shoulders away from the ears. Upper arm is in line with our torso. So you're not able to see any daylight between my arm and my back. So nice, good reach. 3, 2, 1. Good. Release the weights. Little bit of cardio today. All we're gonna do is jog. Nothing fancy. 3, 2, 1. Good. So just easy jog. Now we haven't done this one for a while, but sometimes we do near and far, just like Sesame Street, right? Near and far. Or we do right, and then we go left. Yeah, we can even go corner and back and corner. So you decide, or you can just jog in place. 2, 1, good. All right, we're gonna repeat that. So rows, triceps, and jogging. So nice, good forward fold. Here we go, nice, good rows. So when we do these ones, we wanna think, oh, we have a flat back, and sometimes we actually round our back, and then sometimes we actually do a Betty Boop. So we just wanna find that little happy medium where you feel like you're doing a little tummy crunch, you're tucking those tail feathers just a little bit, and we rotate it over our femur. So the pelvis leads, the body follows. 3, 2, 1. Good. Short rest. Tricep kickbacks, round 2. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Good. Finish position. If you ever get really tired, yes, you can do this sitting down. You're just going to forward fold in your chair. So we're working on the backs of the arms right now. So working those triceps, so that's the opposite muscle for your bicep. 10 seconds to go. Nice, good squeeze, and we want to control it. Sometimes it's really easy to go back and then just let the weight swing forward. 2 counts back, 2 counts forwards. Good, bring it up. Set those weights down. All right, our nice easy jog. 3, 2, 1. Good, so easy jog. If you're sitting, you can always do punches. You can always do just waving your arms around. The goal is just to get the body moving, get our heart rate and our breathing up a little bit. Good, you're halfway through. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, all right, shake it out, grab a drink. All right, we're heading for legs and for biceps. So we're gonna do side lunges, bicep curls, and then we're gonna do jumping jacks. All right, side lunges. We have a couple of options. So option 1, feet stay glued to the floor, toes are turned out just a little bit, and we sit and we come up, sit and up. Good, your time is on, 30 seconds. If you wanna grab a weight, go right ahead. You can hold that weight right at your chest. You should feel a little inner thigh stretch. Good. If you are sitting in your chair, you can always just do a little straight leg out and in, tapping that leg out and in. You're still going to be getting a little stretch and a little bit of those inner thighs. So you can step in and out like you're stepping in and out of a car. Good. Bring it up. All right, bicep curls. Good, time is on. So nothing fancy, bicep curls. If you would like to add an opposite march or even a bicep curl and a heel kick, you can. If you want to do a single leg stance or stand on a balance beam for a little balance challenge, go right ahead. I'm doing palms in. You can do palms up. You can do palms in rotating to palms up. Lots of options. 3, 2, 1. Good. Set those weights down. Jumping jacks. 3, 2, 1. Good. Again, option 1. Nice, good low impact jumping jack. Just getting a little cardio in here. Sidestepping or do your full-blown jacks. Good. We're halfway through. So if you want to change, go right ahead. Good. If you're just sitting, get those arms moving. That's going to get your heart rate up, get your breathing up. Good. Shake it out. All right. Lateral lunges. I'm grabbing a weight this time, and I'm going to add in some stepping. 2, 1. Good. So I'm going to add in side stepping. If you are wanting to stay with your feet wide and just shift your weight side to side, please do. This is just a way to progress a little bit. Good, 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, go ahead and grab weights, bicep curls. 3, 2, 1. Good, time's on. If you decided to do a balance beam stance or a single leg stance, remember to switch sides and to do the other leg. So bicep curls are usually fairly easy. So you're welcome to make it a little harder by adding in some balance. 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Good. Set those weights down. And we've got jumping jacks. 3, 2, 1. Good. Right here. Nice, good jumping jacks. It's nice getting a little cardio in today. Good. So it's just sidestepping. If you're sitting in your chair, you can always just tap the legs out and in as you do this, yeah? Or just do your arms. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Shake it out. Grab a drink of water. All right. We're going to do a squat to a calf raise. Side raises, and then we're going to do a Heisman. So it's a cha-cha jog to the side, really not too complicated. So option 1, I do a little wider stance. Yes, you can do a plie if you want to. So nice and tall, squat, up, lift the heels. Yes, 30 seconds, your time is on. So it's just down, down, up, lift. And I want you to check your feet. A lot of times we lift and what happens? We roll to the outside edge of our foot. We roll to the pinky. I want you to try to press through the big toe and the ball of that foot. So ball of the foot, big toe, then back down. It's still a good squat, so we're not pushing the knees forwards and lifting or doing a deadlift and lift. Sit back, up, good. All right. Lateral raises, side raises. Good, time is on. So same thing, nice good side raise. Option 1, palms facing forwards out to the side. Option 2, palms facing forward. Little bit of an angle, like you were going to go hug a giant teddy bear. Option 3, palms are down. Option 4, pour the milk jug. So it's all the same movement. We just have a long lever or a short lever, or we change it to make our shoulders more comfortable. Good, bring it down. Make sure you have a little room to move side to side. We're gonna do our triple jog, side to side. Here we go, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now they call this the Heisman because it's the little football trophy, right? So if you wanna add the arms, you can. So we're getting ready to throw that football. or just work on your little cha-cha. Yes, you can stay in place and do a little cha-cha. Hold that knee up there. Catch your balance. 1, 2, 3. 2 and 1. Good. All right, we're going to repeat. Squat to calf raise. Add a weight if you would like to. Hold on to those weights. I'm going to change it to a plie. Good. Time is on. So down, up, lift. So a plie is optional. You're welcome to do a traditional squat. If you want to make it even a little bit harder, bring those legs in a little closer together. Listen to your knees though. So we're nice and tall. So when we're doing a nice good plie, we don't want to squat forwards and lift. Our back is against a wall. Tail feathers are tucked. Good, last one. All right, lateral raises. Lateral raises, so out to the side. Good, time is on. Here's an option for you. It's harder than you may think it is. Narrow stance, one side at a time. So a lot of times, we swing. Oh, we want to get it up there. Nice and tall, especially when the weights get a little heavier. We want to control the weight on the way up and down. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. So resisting. Good, go ahead, set it down. We're going to do our Heisman, our side to side. So when we strength train, the up, good, time's on, is just as important as the down. So yes, in a bicep curl, we're using our muscle to lift the weight. But when we lower that weight, we're also using that muscle. That muscle is resisting the weight going back down again. You need to work on both parts. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, shake it out, grab a drink. All right, the next couple rounds, we're gonna be on the floor. Yes, you can stay upright. You don't have to go to the floor because we're gonna do a chest press. You can do a wall push-up instead or a banded chest press with the band behind your back, and you can do it sitting down, or you can lean back in your chair to do your chest press. We're gonna do glute bridges. If you're sitting, you squeeze your butt cheeks. Just do your squeezes. Our last one will be mountain climbers for cardio. Yes, you can do this against a wall. You can also just do sitting marching. Yes? All right, so we're gonna head down to the floor and we're gonna start with our chest press. Even if you're on the floor and you're using a band, take that band behind you for your chest presses. So all the way down, knees bent, feet flat, chest press in 3, 2, 1. Good, time is on. Nice, good chest press. So option 1, yes, you can alternate. You can do right then left. You can do both at the same time. I do palms facing in and elbows and upper arm close to my body. It's a better neutral position if you have shoulder issues. If you are taking your arms out to the side, your elbows still need to be lower than your shoulders. They should never be parallel to your shoulders out to the side. They should always be a little lower. So your head to your elbows is an angle. Good, bring it down, glute bridges. So nice deep breath in, tuck the low back into the floor, squeeze the glutes. Here we go, we're gonna lift and then we're gonna lower. If you're new to glute bridging, you can take it up and hold it. You don't have to lift and lower. Sometimes taking it up and holding is enough. If you're accustomed to glute bridges, most of you should be, just lift and lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. If you're on the floor and you don't want to do mountain climbers, yes, you can do dead bugs like this. All right, little cardio. Option 2, time is on. Nice, good mountain climbers. So you can go slow. I'm personally going to go fast. I want to get a little cardio in here. Just make sure that we're not doing a butt in the air down dog. So we want to have those shoulders over those wrists, And your hips pretty in line with the shoulders, like you've got a dinner plate on your back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All the way back onto our backs. And we're gonna do our chest presses again. I'm gonna demonstrate what you would look like if you were in a chair. Good, your time is on. So if you were in a chair, you'd sit towards the front. You'd have your shoulders on the back of the chair and you'd be doing an angle. So you'd be reaching towards where the wall and the ceiling meet. Otherwise, we're all the way down. Nice, good chest press. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Good, glute bridges. If you'd like, you can rest a weight in the crease of your hips. So tuck the tail feathers, squeeze the glutes, and we're gonna lift those hips up and set them back down again. Try to keep a little bit of a tail feather tuck and keep the glute squeezes. So remember, for this one, we're going for strength. So we're not gonna try to go as high as we would if we were doing yoga. We want to focus on the strengthening of the glutes with a stable spine. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. So we're going to do our mountain climbers or dead bugs if that works better for you today. Good. Your time is on. So again, I'm going a little quick because I want to get a little cardio in today. So whichever one you pick, you want to think about keeping that core nice and tight. So belly button is a little bit tight, pulled in just a little. Less than 10 seconds to go, and we'll have one more round. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, short rest. You can grab a drink, just don't go from lying on your back to sitting and standing right away. Can make you get a little dizzy. All right, we have one more round to go. So we are going to do a single leg lower right, a single leg lower left, and then we're going to do a side bridge right and a side bridge left. So if you're sitting, you are welcome to do a little bit of an oblique twist, yes? And then when we do our side bridges, you're going to do just a side bend, one side then the other. For the rest of us, we're going to be on our backs. Our left knee is going to be bent with our foot flat on the floor. We're going to round our low back into the floor, but we're not doing a bridge. We're not going to lift our hips off the ground. So just a little pelvic tuck. Pull the belly button in. We're going to take that right leg straight. So knee is straight, toe can be pointed. That is fine. We're going to slowly lower the leg towards the floor, and we're going to bring it back up again. 30 seconds. Your time is on. Now with this, we're working on core stability, yes? So your low back and your pelvis should not move at all. So we don't want to have a rounding and then an arching of our spine and our pelvis. We want to keep that low back pressed into the floor as we slowly lower our leg. If you need to, yes, you can bend the knee, but we're still opening and closing from the hip. Good, bring it in, short rest. We're gonna switch sides. So little break for the core. We're gonna reach that leg up, low back into the floor. Here we go, time is on. So this is the same thing we do when we do that stretch, when we do that hip pattern, that hip mobility pattern at the end of class. So low back pressed into the floor. So if we squeeze our glutes a little bit, that's going to help the muscles in the front of our body relax. 3, 2, 1. Good. Over onto your side, side plank. You can be on your hand or your elbow. I start with the knees, and we're just going to lift up and hold. Your time is on. We have 30 seconds. If this is a new exercise for you, count to 5. Rest, get back up, count to 5. Don't feel you have to do a full 30 seconds. but our shoulder is down and back into our back pocket. We're opening that top shoulder back behind us. Core is tight, glutes are squeezed. Working the hips as well. 3, 2, 1. Good. Other side, you can just roll over. I'm gonna switch. Good, let's bring it up. Nice, good side plank. So if you're sitting, you can always just do a side bend. Yes. So sitting in your chair or even standing, just side bend like you're reaching for your knee and then stand nice and tall. Good, less than 10 seconds to go, and we're gonna repeat those exercises again. Good, onto our backs. We're gonna do our leg lower. Good, your time is on. Now if you want to make this a little bit harder, you are welcome to pull the opposite knee into the chest, or you can even take that opposite leg straight up towards the ceiling. But don't progress until you're ready. So you want to challenge yourself, but if your form starts to get a little sketchy, then that's where you want to back off and just focus on what works for you. Good, let's switch, going to the other side. So remember that pelvis position, low back close to the floor, little pelvis tuck. Good, lift and lower. Again, try to get your foot close to the floor, but don't let it actually touch. And if that means that you're still a couple feet away from the wall, you're fine. 10 seconds to go. Make sure you're breathing. Good, bring it down, side plank. Good, time is on. So as we do this one, make sure that our shoulder stays close to our wrists. Sometimes we find this to be really uncomfortable and we find that our hand is way out in front and we're trying to push ourselves sideways. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you're welcome to add a little drop and a lift, but my shoulder doesn't change position. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Good, bring it down, switching sides. Good, let's go ahead, bring it up. So nice, good plank. Option 1, just hold it. Again, watch that shoulder position down and back into your back pocket. Again, if you would like, yes, you can add in a side bend. It's not required, I'm just doing a little one. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, go ahead and sit back. Nice little rest. You can grab a drink. Just be cautious if you have to stand up to reach for it. So we're going to do a little upper body stretching today. So we're going to roll over onto hands and knees into child's pose. You can do this if you're sitting in a chair. You're just going to take your tummy to your thighs. So we're going to start child's pose. And we're going to sit back and we want to reach those fingers out as far as we can. And we're going to start with just a little shoulder rock. So we're just going to try to drop one shoulder to the floor and then the other. So we want to try not to do a lot of rocking where we're rocking on our knees side to side. Very small movement, a little stretch of our lats, the muscles under our armpits. Good. All right, we're going to bring it up either into plank or into bird dog. Bird dog will be easier. Now, shoulders are down away from our ears. Our belly button is in. This is a scapular push-up. So what you're going to do is you're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then you're going to separate your shoulder blades. It's very small, so try 3. So squeeze, separate, squeeze, separate. Good, one more. Squeeze and separate. Good, we're gonna get back into our child's pose, and we're going to take our hand behind our hips or on our side of our hips if we can, and we're going to open that shoulder back behind us, or try to open it towards the ceiling. Good, bring it down. We're gonna switch. So take that hand behind your low back or behind your hips, shoulder away from the ear, and we're gonna rotate by opening that shoulder back behind us. Good, switch. We're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna do hand lightly behind the ear, and same thing, just open, squeeze the shoulder blades. Good, and switch. So we're trying to keep our hips and our heels touching as much as we can. Good, and we're gonna bring it up, and this is the hard one for a lot of people. We're gonna tuck our toes under. So option 1 is I want you to just come up to kneeling, and I want you to squeeze the glutes, push the hips forward, but protect your low back, and just reach. Option 2, some of us can do this one. We're gonna reach, and we're gonna push those hips forwards and stretch our chest. Don't force this one if it's a tough one for you. It's okay. Good, and now we're gonna add one arm reach, reach, and switch, reach. Good, and then we're just gonna release, and we're gonna sit. So just nice, easy sitting, nothing fancy. We're gonna do a little froggy stretch. So start with your feet farther out, bottoms of your feet touching, sitting nice and tall. Then you can start to add in pulling the legs closer, pressing the knees out, and you can add a forward fold from your pelvis, not from your tummy. Good, let's go ahead and bring it up. We're gonna take those legs out into a V. Try to have your toes pulled up towards the ceiling, and we wanna have the knees and the toes pointing to the ceiling. We don't wanna let them roll out. Little turn. We're gonna walk it out. Try to reach for our toes, our ankle, whatever we can reach. Good, and we're gonna start to walk it over to the other side. Same thing. Good, bring it up into the center. We're just gonna cross our legs, hand on the floor, little side bend. So hand can be on your shoulder, head, or reach for the sky. We're lifting our ribs, dropping our hips. Good, switch sides. Good, bring it up, shoulders relaxed, palms facing in. Tuck those ribs a little. We're just gonna do a nice good chest stretch. Good, bring it in, hands to the shoulders. We're gonna walk it back. Good, bring it down, ear to shoulder, opposite hand. We're gonna do thumb to index, middle, ring, and pinky. Good, bring it down, other side, ear to shoulder, hands out, thumb to index, middle, ring, and pinky. Good, bring the head up, we're gonna look to the right, then look to the left. Good. Bring it in the center. Deep breaths. And out. Good. Last time. All right. All done. Woohoo!